Now listen, can we talk?
Wait. First.
In a time when the studios worked hard to keep their stars' images squeaky clean, these stories were swept under the rug. Whether it was because of strict moral standards, forbidden romances, or careers on the line, these secret offspring were often kept quiet.
Hey, listen, I know you were a little concerned about how the layout was going to be.
From secretive love affairs to surprise DNA tests decades later, these tales prove that Hollywood's golden age wasn't always so golden. Join us as we take a look at them. Delilah Stewart. Imagine a secret love story so Hollywood it could only exist in Tinseltown. Well, a secret love story is exactly what happened between Benicio del Toro and Rod Stewart's daughter, Kimberly Stewart. Their brief relationship is reported to have led to the birth of their daughter, Delilah Genoveva Stewart del Toro, in 2011. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. This Hollywood couple was never officially together. In fact, they have never been photographed together in public. The secrecy surrounding their relationship kept fans guessing. Del Toro, famous for his role in Guardians of the Galaxy, and Kimberly were adamant they weren't a couple. They preferred to keep their family life out of the spotlight. The world reportedly learned the truth when Del Toro's representative confirmed his paternity to US Weekly. This revealed the actor's role as Delilah's father. Despite the lack of public appearances together, Benicio is deeply involved in his daughter's life. Kimberly revealed in an interview with Hello magazine that Benicio was even present at Delilah's birth, along with her mom and Rod Stewart. She mentioned how Delilah closely resembles her father but also shares Kimberly's eye color and legs. Despite the unconventional dynamics, Delilah seems to be growing up in a close-knit family, one with lots of love and support from both her famous parents. Allegra Houston. Allegra Houston's life story is one of personal challenges and eventual healing, with twists that are reminiscent of a Hollywood movie. Born in 1964, Allegra's mother, Enrica Soma, had an affair with John Julius Norwich, which led to Allegra's birth. Tragically, when Allegra was just 4 years old, her mother passed away in a car accident. Despite the complicated beginnings, Allegra's life took a surprising turn. Her father, legendary film director John Huston, stepped in to raise her. Though Huston wasn't her biological father, he embraced her as his own. Allegra wrote about her experience of growing up with two fathers in her memoir, Love Child, a memoir of family lost and found. She detailed her feelings of being caught between two worlds, American and English. Her story took another dramatic turn at age 12 when her stepmother revealed the truth about her biological father. Though it was a shocking discovery, it eventually led to a sense of relief for Allegra, helping her understand the mysteries of her childhood. As she grew older, Allegra found peace in her unique family dynamic. Today, she is a successful writer, and her two families, both American and English, have come together, creating the sense of unity and belonging she once craved. Lila Wilson. In Los Angeles, Owen Wilson has been spotted enjoying football with his two sons, Ford 13 and Finn 10. While it was a rare and heartwarming sight, one noticeable absence was his daughter, Lila Wilson, whom he is reported to have not yet met. Wilson has spoken openly about fatherhood in past interviews, sharing anecdotes about life with his sons. On the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2017, he joked about his boys potentially teaming up against him as teenagers. But his relationship with Lila, born in 2018 to ex-girlfriend Varuni Vongsvirates, paints a different picture. Despite a paternity test confirming Wilson as Lila's father, reports claim he opted out of visitation and custody, though he contributes financially. Lila's mother, Varuni, has publicly expressed her disappointment. She describes her daughter as the spitting image of Wilson. In a 2019 interview, she said, "Lila needs a father. It's ironic how he keeps playing father roles in movies but hasn't met his own daughter." Wilson's reasons remain private. However, the situation has sparked discussions about the complexities of family dynamics. Fans continue to admire his work in Hollywood but wonder if this real-life story might one day see a resolution. For now, Wilson's parenting journey appears divided between cherished time with his sons and an unresolved connection with Lila. Henry Driver. After years of speculation, Minnie Driver shared the identity of her son Henry's father in 2012. In a candid interview with The Observer, the 42-year-old actress revealed that Henry's dad is a writer from her former TV series, The Riches, but she chose not to disclose his full name. Driver explained that she had kept his identity private to respect his boundaries, saying, "I don't need to protect him anymore. He can fend for himself. He's a grown-up." Driver shared that she and Henry's father were not in a relationship when Henry was born. She added, "He wasn't directly in the business, so I chose to protect him and not have a reign of publicity." While the man's identity remains somewhat of a mystery, Driver noted that he is now making efforts to be more involved in Henry's life. "Is he a good dad?" "Sort of. He's figuring it out," she said. "He hasn't been that involved, his choice, but he is now." Despite public curiosity about the revelation, Driver downplayed its significance. She emphasized that Henry's father is not famous. Today, Driver balances her career with motherhood, recently appearing in web therapy alongside Lisa Kudrow. She also starred in the Irish drama Hunky Dory. Through it all, she continues to focus on what matters most, raising her son. Joshua Andrews. Actor Naveen Andrews, known for his role as Saeed on Lost, has faced a series of personal challenges regarding custody of his son, Naveen Joshua. On January 7, 2009, a court granted Andrews sole physical and legal custody of his son. This followed claims that the boy's mother, Elena Eustache, had illegally kept the child from him. The custody arrangement will remain in place until a full hearing in February. Andrews and Eustache previously shared joint custody, but tensions escalated, prompting Andrews' lawyer Laura Wasser to request psychiatric testing for Eustache. The request came after Eustache alleged in court that Andrews' longtime partner, actress Barbara Hershey, was a witch. Despite the drama, Andrews remains committed to providing a stable home for his son. The actor's relationship with Hershey has also seen its ups and downs. The couple briefly separated, during which Andrews fathered Naveen Joshua, but they later reconciled and continued their relationship. In a statement, Andrews expressed his dedication to both his family and his responsibilities as a father. This isn't the first time Andrews has navigated complex family dynamics. He also has an older son, Jaisal, whom he welcomed with his high school math teacher years earlier. Through it all, Andrews strives to balance his career and personal life while prioritizing his children's well-being. Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler's journey to discovering her biological father is both emotional and extraordinary. Born in 1977 to model and musician Bebe Buell, Liv initially believed that Todd Rundgren was her biological father. Rundgren had even signed her birth certificate, knowing there was a possibility she wasn't his. He stepped into the father role out of love and provided Liv with stability during her early years. It wasn't until Liv was around 8 years old that she began to suspect the truth. At a concert, she noticed an uncanny resemblance to Steven Tyler, Aerosmith's iconic frontman, and his daughter, Mia Tyler. The striking similarities between herself and Mia sparked a realization that was later confirmed when she confronted her mother. Buell had kept Steven's identity a secret due to his struggles with addiction at the time, intending to reveal the truth when Liv turned 18. Despite the shocking discovery, Liv embraced her connection with Steven and changed her last name from Rundgren to Tyler. Their relationship grew, and Liv even starred in Aerosmith's famous Crazy music video in 1994. Today, Liv is grateful to both Todd and Steven for their roles in her life. She describes Steven as a magical wizard and cherishes the unique bond she shares with both father figures. Scott Eastwood. Scott Eastwood, son of legendary star Clint Eastwood, has a fascinating story of discovery and perseverance. Born in the 1980s to Jocelyn Reeves, a former flight attendant, Scott spent much of his early life out of the spotlight. His birth certificate notably reads, "Father declined," as Clint Eastwood had not publicly acknowledged him at the time. It wasn't until 2002 that Scott's connection to the Hollywood icon became widely known. To maintain a low profile, Scott used his mother's surname, Reeves, and even flew economy class despite his famous lineage. His decision to keep his identity under wraps allowed him to navigate life without the advantages or challenges that often come with being a celebrity's child. "I always tell people I had a very tough life," Scott has shared, reflecting on his upbringing. Despite the lack of public acknowledgement in his early years, Scott has forged his own path in Hollywood. With his striking resemblance to Clint and undeniable talent, he's proven he's more than just the son of a superstar. Today, Scott embraces his Eastwood name and has built a successful acting career. He has appeared in films like The Longest Ride and Fate of the Furious. His journey is a testament to resilience and making a name for himself on his terms. Augustine Evangelista. Augustine James Evangelista's life is like a real-life drama. It comes complete with secrets, high-profile names, and unexpected twists. Born on October 11, 2006, to supermodel Linda Evangelista, his early years were kept far from the public eye. Linda famously kept the identity of his father under wraps until 2011. It was then she filed a child support petition revealing François-Henri Pinault, the CEO of luxury fashion conglomerate Kering, as his dad. This made headlines, especially since Pinault was in a relationship. Pinault was with Salma Hayek when Augustine was conceived. Initially, Pinault denied paternity and even required a DNA test to confirm his role. But by 2007, he had recognized Augustine as his son and agreed to integrate him into his family. Despite the rocky beginnings, the Pinault Evangelista Hayek family now appears to be a blended unit. Augustin, affectionately nicknamed Augie, shares his father with 3 siblings. This includes Valentina Paloma, Pinault's daughter with Hayek. Linda's occasional social media posts give rare glimpses into Augustine's life, like celebrating his 16th birthday in 2022. Fans couldn't help but notice his striking resemblance to his famous mom. Though Augustine stays out of the spotlight, the world remains curious about this enigmatic Gen Z figure. Tabitha Grant. In September 2011, Hugh Grant and Tinglan Hong welcomed their first child, Tabitha She Grant, into the world. The journey was anything but ordinary. Due to relentless media attention during Hong's pregnancy, Grant chose to avoid the hospital at the time of Tabitha's birth to prevent a media circus. He later shared, "I have had too many experiences of hospital staff being paid to leak information to the press." However, his joy as a new father couldn't be suppressed for long, and he visited Tabitha the day after her birth, describing the moment as thrilling. Grant has spoken candidly about the profound yet subtle impact of fatherhood. "I like my daughter very much. Has she changed my life? Not massively, but I'm thrilled to have had her," he shared. Despite not being romantically involved with Hong, Grant admires her deeply, calling her a clever, funny, and great mother. The pair collaborated on Tabitha's name, blending cultures with an English first name and a Chinese middle name. Joseph Baena. In 2011, the world discovered a stunning secret. Arnold Schwarzenegger had fathered a child with his family's housekeeper. For over a decade, Joseph Baena's identity was kept hidden, even from Arnold himself, who learned the truth when Joseph was 8 years old. Joseph, born in 1997, recalls the whirlwind moment his life changed forever. At just 13, he was pulled from class as news trucks and photographers surrounded his home. "My mom said, 'We gotta go. Everyone is finding out,'" Joseph shared. Seeking refuge, he and his mother took a road trip to Texas to escape the media frenzy. Mildred Baena, originally from Guatemala, worked for the Schwarzenegger family for 20 years before leaving in 2011. Despite the initial turmoil, Joseph and Arnold have since grown close. They have bonded over shared workouts at Gold's Gym, Arnold's famous training spot. Joseph, now pursuing acting, has chosen not to use his father's last name, wanting to build his own career. "When I book a gig, I know it's all me," he says. Inspired by his father's belief in hard work, Joseph embraces the values of independence and determination. While their relationship began with a secret, it has grown into mutual respect and a shared passion for achieving greatness. Caleb Goddard. Caleb Goddard, now a producer and writer based in New York City, has a story rooted in Hollywood drama. Born in 1970, Caleb was the result of a relationship between Jack Nicholson and actress Susan Anspach during the filming of 5 Easy Pieces. Despite Nicholson privately acknowledging Caleb as his son and covering his Georgetown University tuition, he has never publicly admitted to being Caleb's father. Susan married Lost in Space actor Mark Goddard while pregnant with Caleb, giving her son Mark's last name. The couple divorced in 1977, leaving Caleb to navigate a complicated family dynamic. In 1994, Susan revealed Nicholson's paternity in a Vanity Fair letter, sparking tension between the former lovers. During a heated call, Nicholson referred to Caleb as his son for the first time, despite insisting the information remain private. Following in his parents' footsteps, Caleb entered the entertainment industry. He has worked as a producer and writer with credits in TV and film. Now, 53, he leads a quieter life with his wife, Catherine Puget, and their 2 children. Caleb shares glimpses of his family life on social media, celebrating joyful moments away from Hollywood's drama. Though his journey began in controversy, Caleb's life reflects resilience and the pursuit of a path uniquely his own. Angel Iris Murphy Brown, now 17, has a story that began with the whirlwind romance of her famous parents. Who are they? Well, none other than Eddie Murphy, a Hollywood icon, and Melanie Brown, better known as Scary Spice from the Spice Girls. The couple dated briefly in 2006, and their relationship took a dramatic turn when Mel B announced her pregnancy. Eddie, fresh from his divorce from Nicole Mitchell Murphy, initially denied paternity. He said, "I don't know whose child that is until it comes out and has a blood test." The drama intensified as Mel B filed a court petition to establish Eddie's paternity. A DNA test confirmed Eddie as Angel's father, and he was ordered to pay £35,000 a month in child support until Angel turned 18. Despite their public disagreements, Mel B has always emphasized that Angel was planned and wanted by both parents. Born on Eddie Murphy's birthday, April 3, 2007, Angel has grown up surrounded by the spotlight of her parents' fame. She is one of Eddie's 10 children and shares a special bond with her mother, who has spoken publicly about raising Angel to know her worth. Her beginnings were steeped in public controversy, but Angel's story highlights the challenges and complexities of life in the limelight, shaped by 2 iconic figures. Giovanni Jackson. Giovanni Jackson, the secret half-sister of the late king of pop, Michael Jackson, has a story that's as fascinating as it is heartbreaking. She was born on August 29, 1974, just a day after Michael's 16th birthday. Giovanni is the daughter of Joe Jackson and his longtime girlfriend Cheryl Terrell. While she lived just miles from her famous siblings, Giovanni's existence was kept hidden from the public and her father's other family. In her 2018 memoir, Giovanni details her struggles growing up in the shadow of Jackson's name, without the family connection she longed for. Joe Jackson tried to integrate her into family life, but her half-siblings largely rejected her. While Janet Jackson showed kindness, Michael reportedly remained cold and distant. Despite her father's efforts to spoil her with gifts and attention, Giovanni faced bullying at school due to her ties to the Jacksons. Meeting Michael at 29, she described their interaction as strained. But he did show affection toward her young daughter Yasmin. Today, Giovanni lives in Las Vegas and works in the timeshare industry. She stayed close to her father until he died in 2018, but her relationship with the rest of the Jackson family remains complicated. This is a poignant reminder of the challenges of living as an outsider in a world-famous family. William Marsden. Hollywood star James Marsden has a real-life story that rivals his on-screen dramas. William Luca Costa Marsden, born on December 14, 2012, is the actor's youngest child. He was conceived from a brief relationship with model Rose Costa. The arrival of William came after Marsden's 11-year marriage ended, adding a new twist to his family life. He initially kept his role in William's birth under wraps. Eventually, Marsden embraced fatherhood with grace, adjusting to life with a newborn again. 7 years after the birth of his daughter Mary, Marsden said, "Once you become a father, it's like riding a bike." While Marsden keeps his youngest out of the spotlight, William has shared special moments with his dad. This includes red carpet events for the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. At home, Marsden's Father's Day posts reveal a playful bond, with trampoline fun and cozy family photos. William also enjoys adventures with his mom. They've traveled to over 13 countries before age 10 and taking up skiing as a hobby. Costa describes her son as empathetic, curious, and kind-hearted. Together, Marsden and Costa navigate co-parenting with a commitment that keeps William's world full of love and adventure. Ashley Kaufman. Ashley Kaufman's journey to discovering her place in the Lohan family is one for the Hollywood books. Born on June 30, 1995 in Montana, Ashley is the daughter of Michael Lohan and Christy Horn Kaufman. They had an affair in the mid-90s while Michael was still married to Dina Lohan. Her existence remained a secret until 2005, when a paternity test confirmed that Michael was her biological father. For years, Michael denied being Ashley's dad, claiming there were other possible fathers. However, the truth came to light in a dramatic reveal on the Trisha Goddard show. Michael attempted to embrace Ashley publicly, but their first meeting was emotional and tense. Ashley, then 17, hesitated to accept him, saying, "This is the first time I've met you. I'm not sure." Despite the rocky start, Michael expressed a desire for Ashley to connect with her half-siblings. But Ashley made it clear she didn't want to be associated with the Lohan train wreck, focusing instead on her own life. Now, 29, Ashley lives in Houston, Texas, pursuing her career as a musician and psychologist. While she keeps a low profile, her connection to the Lohan family remains a point of intrigue, adding another layer to the famous family's legacy. Sophia Law. In 2009, fans of actor Jude Law were stunned to learn he was expecting a child with Samantha Burke, an American model and former Hooters waitress. The pair reportedly met while Jude was filming Sherlock Holmes in New York City. Their brief romance resulted in the birth of Sophia Law on September 22, 2009 in Florida. At birth, Sophia weighed 5 pounds, 12 ounces, and was described as a healthy and beautiful baby. Initially, Jude requested a paternity test to confirm he was the father, which was positive. While he and Samantha were no longer together, Jude expressed his commitment to supporting Sophia's well-being. They met for the first time when Sophia was just 5 months old. Now a teenager, Sophia is said to resemble her famous father. However, reports suggest Jude's interactions with her are limited, with some sources claiming he sees her only once a year. Despite this, Samantha has raised Sophia in a private and loving environment. She has shielded her from much of the public spotlight. While Sophia keeps a low profile, her connection to the celebrated actor remains a point of curiosity among fans. Xander Jones. In 2011, actress January Jones welcomed her son, Xander Dane Jones, into the world. This sparked endless speculation about the identity of his father. The Mad Men star has kept the details under wraps, leaving fans and the media guessing. Despite dating high-profile celebrities like Ashton Kutcher, Jason Sudeikis, and Josh Groban, January has never revealed who Xander's dad is. In an interview with The Edit magazine, January explained her decision to keep the father's identity private. She shared that she was fully prepared to raise her son on her own, saying, "I knew I would be raising my son alone. I was prepared mentally and I was excited about it." Her determination to protect Xander's privacy has made her a role model for independent parenting. January has also made it clear that when the time comes, she will be the one to tell Xander the truth. "When my son asks those questions, I want him to hear it from me," she said, adding that she doesn't want him to find out through the internet. Now a growing boy, Xander enjoys a private life away from the spotlight. January ensures his upbringing remains as normal as possible despite the Hollywood buzz surrounding their family. Roberto Rossellini Jr. Roberto Rossellini Jr.'s birth in 1950 was the dramatic culmination of a Hollywood scandal that shocked audiences worldwide. His mother, actress Ingrid Bergman, was at the height of her fame, known for her roles in Casablanca and Gaslight. However, her personal life took a controversial turn when she began an affair with Italian director Roberto Rossellini, while still married to neurosurgeon Peter Lindstrom. The affair began during the filming of Stromboli, a movie directed by Rossellini. Lindstrom flew to the volcanic island where filming was taking place, attempting to save their marriage, but his efforts were unsuccessful. As rumors swirled, Bergman denied she was pregnant, until Roberto Jr. was born in a Rome hospital. At the time, she was still legally married to Lindstrom, creating legal complications that almost forced her son to take her ex-husband's surname. The scandal tarnished Bergman's image, with U.S. senators condemning her for immoral conduct. She married Rossellini later that year, but their union lasted only 7 years. Despite the uproar, Bergman's career eventually recovered, earning her 2 more Academy Awards. Roberto Jr. grew up away from the spotlight, but gained attention later for dating Princess Caroline of Monaco. Meanwhile, his twin sisters, Isotta and Isabella Rossellini, pursued successful careers in academia and entertainment respectively. Brandon Howard. Michael Jackson's legacy continues to spark headlines, even years after his passing. This even involves Brandon Howard, a 31-year-old singer who goes by B. Howard, and claims suggest he might be Jackson's secret son. Brandon's mother, Mickey Howard, is a gospel singer who was once represented by Michael's father, Joe Jackson, in the 1980s. The drama began when a Beverly Hills dentist, Dr. Joseph Goodman, announced DNA test results claiming a 99.9% probability that Michael Jackson is Brandon's father. The sample allegedly came from a dental device belonging to the late pop star, purchased at auction. This revelation fueled rumors that Brandon could be the inspiration behind Jackson's 1982 hit, Billie Jean. Despite the shocking claims, Brandon Howard has denied seeking fame or fortune from this story. In a Facebook video, he clarified, "I've never claimed to be Michael Jackson's son. I'm not suing his estate or asking for money." Meanwhile, Michael's estate dismissed the claims, stating they had never been contacted by Howard and that any deadline for paternity claims had long passed. Adding to the complexity, another man, Augie Johnson, has claimed to be Brandon's father. For now, the question of Brandon's parentage remains a mystery, but it keeps the king of pop's name alive in the media. Eric Preminger. Imagine discovering at 17 years old that your entire understanding of your family was wrong. That's exactly what happened to Eric Lee Preminger. For most of his childhood, Eric believed Alexander Kirkland, his mother Gypsy Rose Lee's husband at the time of his birth, was his father. Driven by curiosity and a need for the truth, Eric began to question his family history. Eventually, his mother, the famed burlesque performer and author Gypsy Rose Lee, revealed the truth. She told him his biological father was the renowned Hollywood director Otto Preminger. However, she made Eric promise never to contact him. Otto Preminger knew of Eric's existence, as Gypsy gave birth to Eric in 1944 during her affair with the director. But by 1948, Gypsy was married to Julio de Diego, who pushed Otto out of their lives. Eric's original last name, Kirkland, was chosen by his mother and her husband at the time. Eric grew up as the nephew of actress June Havoc, Gypsy's younger sister, and spent much of his life navigating this complex family dynamic. The late revelation about his father shaped his journey, tying him to 2 iconic names, Gypsy Rose Lee and Otto Preminger. Eric's story is a reminder of how family secrets can reshape everything we think we know about ourselves. Wow, what a journey through some of Hollywood's best-kept secrets. From unexpected DNA tests to surprising family reveals, these stories show us just how complicated and fascinating life behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood can be. It's amazing to think about the secret lives of some of the biggest names in showbiz and how their choices left behind legacies in the most surprising ways. These stories remind us that even the most famous stars are human, with messy relationships and hidden chapters in their lives. For the children involved, discovering their true parentage must have been life-changing, blending feelings of shock, curiosity, and even pride. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these stories, hit like and subscribe for more Hollywood secrets and untold mysteries. Let us know in the comments which story surprised you, or share a mystery we should cover next. See you in the next video.